In the NBA, there are debates that never die, and without a doubt, one of the biggest ones is the famous GOAT debate. Who is the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? This time, the one who decided to fuel the fire of this conversation was none other than Dennis Rodman, one of the most controversial, eccentric, and fascinating players in basketball history. Rodman, a five-time NBA champion, Hall of Famer, and former teammate of Michael Jordan on those legendary 90s Chicago Bulls, once again grabbed attention with his unfiltered statements. During a live stream with content creator Neon, he was asked directly about his opinion on the eternal debate, Jordan or LeBron, and as expected, the worm did not disappoint. When it comes to Rodman, you always have to be ready for something unusual. His personality has never been tied to being politically correct, and this time, he made that very clear. Faced with the question, Rodman came up with a comparison that left everyone surprised. Michael Jordan and LeBron at their peak, right? Michael Jordan was just too sexy, man, when he had the ball or something like that. Yes, you heard that right. Rodman actually used the word sexy to describe Jordan's style of play. And while the phrase might sound strange, what Rodman was really trying to highlight was the elegance, the style, and the natural grace with which Jordan dominated basketball. In contrast, Rodman showed no mercy when talking about LeBron James. With a blunt tone, he described him as a damn freight truck, suggesting that while LeBron's game is powerful, unstoppable, and full of strength, it lacks that artistic finesse that, according to him, defined Jordan as the greatest. Rodman went even further in his praise for Jordan, adding another metaphor. Michael Jordan just sits there dancing like a coffee barista. A curious phrase, but it points to the same idea: the fluency, the rhythm, and the natural ease with which Jordan made the impossible look simple. For Rodman, Jordan's basketball was not just about effectiveness, it was an aesthetic spectacle. His way of moving, the elegance in every play, and his ability to make the game look like a dance, placed him above everyone else. This stands in contrast with LeBron, who, in Rodman's words, bases much of his dominance on his physical gifts, his strength, his speed, and his athleticism. Unquestionable elements, but for the worm, they don't convey the same beauty as the work of art called Michael Jordan. As expected, social media exploded. Many Jordan fans applauded Rodman for expressing so passionately what they feel, that the style of his airness is unmatched. Others, especially LeBron fans, were outraged, arguing that calling their idol a garbage truck is disrespectful to everything he has accomplished in the NBA. Because let's be clear, LeBron James has not only been a dominant force for 2 decades, but he is also the all-time leading scorer in league history. A player who has shined on different teams and proven to be much more than just physical. For his supporters, Rodman's words fail to acknowledge LeBron's intelligence and versatility. The truth is that Dennis Rodman has never been afraid of being controversial. Since his days as a player, he was always someone different, both on and off the court. His authenticity has made him a voice that, even if not always diplomatic, still carries weight in the basketball world. In the end, his comments only add more fuel to the eternal GOAT debate, a debate that will probably never have a definitive answer. Michael Jordan is seen as the symbol of perfection, of absolute dominance in the most competitive era of the NBA. LeBron James, on the other hand, represents longevity, consistency, and the ability to dominate across different eras. Rodman, as Jordan's former teammate and part of that legendary Bulls dynasty, clearly has his preference. And he not only makes it clear, but expresses it with his unique style, without filters, and with phrases that stick in your memory. What's interesting about all this is that statements like Rodman's keep the debate alive, make it more entertaining, and allow fans to keep comparing, discussing, and defending their idols. And although his words about LeBron may sound harsh, they also remind us that greatness can be seen in very different ways. For some, it's measured in elegance and art; for others, in power and physical dominance. Either way, one thing is certain: with figures like Dennis Rodman speaking out, the GOAT debate will remain more alive than ever. And now I ask you, do you agree with Rodman? Do you think Jordan is the greatest because of his style and elegance? Or does LeBron deserve more respect for everything he has accomplished? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to NBA World for more content like this.